Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Work is totally different when you retire, boss. I know this is unusual for me to do a video on a Wednesday, but I'm afraid I might give some people the wrong idea about work when you retire and how busy you get. When I mentioned something about my schedule and how I got days off planned and all that junk, I reckon I better do a video. Probably I'll do it one day next week about my actual schedule, why I do it, got it set like I did, and what it actually means. It doesn't mean work, actually. To be honest with you, I don't think I've done an ounce of work since I've been retired. It's I just call it messing around, to be honest with you. Baby get up in the morning, want to know what I got planned for today. I got some messing I got to do out back, you know, or I got to run over my little lady's house, see what kind of mess she's got going on over there, you know. One thing about retirement is it's hard to explain how you feel and what you're actually doing, because it doesn't correlate to anything that you really understand. And I have a tendency to speak Steve speak, and the baby's about the only person I've met that is fluent in Steve. So, but well, another reason I wanted to do this video too was I made a little slideshow, first slideshow I ever made in my life. It's a little bit too long for a short, so I'm gonna tack it on the end of this. It's my little lady's. She used to across town. She used to live back over yonder in a little small patch of woods. They had about 20-25 acres. Ain't but about a mile back that way. And it's I guess they had about 5 acres of it. It was like a woodland garden. And she forwarded me some daggone digital photos of it. Back years ago when they were still living over there, her and her husband, they made one of them books. You can send them pictures, and you can design a book for your family trip or whatever it is, you know. And she gave me a copy of one of them, and I told her I'd like to show it off to people. But I'll be honest with you, that slideshow and pictures that you got, man, just really don't do it justice. They had stuff coming in season all year round. I never had to buy the baby a thing of flowers for the past quarter century. So I was able to save that, put it in my pocket. But I made that. I wanted to put it together and kind of share it with y'all to see what kind of stuff we used to get involved in over there. But like I said, work's a foreign word since I've been retired. I do the same thing I always did. It's just now in retirement, it don't feel like work. It's not a hassle to you. You're not timed. I ain't got to get the grass cut today because I got to go in today at 4. Or when I get off, if I'm working daylights, I ain't got to hurry up and change the oil in the truck or some bull like that because I need it to go back to work in tomorrow. I can take my time and do it at my leisure, and it actually becomes more enjoyable. It sounds stupid, but when I think of work, I'm thinking of working out in the field, picking cotton all day or slinging a 9-pound hammer or whatever. My work is just busy stuff that I enjoy doing. So, but anyways, I'm gonna run over to her place because we put up a deer net for her hostas and stuff, and she lives in an HOA neighborhood, and so you can't have stuff like that up. But it's invisible, and she's been after me to post it on here that it's invisible and you can't see it. And her hostas are huge now because the deer ain't getting to it, and it's a 5-minute job, Doc. It's not it's just messing around. Most of the time I'm over my little lady's places or over at Mama's when I'm doing something. I just consider it hanging out, because we do more talking than we do anything. It's become fun. I don't care whether I'm getting the leaves up in the fall, working on the car, the mower, or doing chores in the house. it doesn't feel like work. You know, it's, I don't know, man. It's, you know, it's like getting that good feeling in you when you retire. How good you just feel. You constantly feel good, man. It's hard to explain how any of that stuff is until you get out there and experience it. But let me go. I'm burning daylight. I got to take my walk first, and then I'm gonna run over to her place. I'll show you that and tack it daggone slideshow on the end. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, there it is. You see our little hostas back up in yonder, how big they are? This time of year, they're all eat up by the deer. You can barely see that fence here. I'm probably 15 feet from it. Time you get out to the daggone road, you can't even tell it's there. You don't even, be honest with you, don't even see them sticks that's holding it up. Get up here and give you a look at it. It's just a little bitty black plastic fence. I think it comes about 6 foot wide by about 50 foot long in a row. And we got a couple little open spaces here that we can slide into, but the deer, they don't go in there. It ain't but about 3 foot tall. You get that row of fencing and these little green poles here, you just stick them in the ground. If the ground's hard, just wet it until you can get it in there. Ain't no digging, no tools, no nothing. A pair of scissors and a pair of a roll of was it art wire, craft wire or whatever, and just cut them little things out, tie it to the pole. It ain't but about 3 foot. Deer ain't gonna jump it. They can, but the problem is they ain't got nowhere they can land, and they ain't got nowhere they can get out, so they won't get in there. You see how big that one is? She's been here 5, 7 years maybe. That thing's never even flowered. But anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I had to come over here and do a little work or knock out a few things. No work, just messing around. But this slideshow on the end here, it really don't do it justice. They had all kinds of stuff out there, buddy. It was a great place to mess around in for past quarter century. They put about 75 houses out there on that piece of property. But they had specimen plants, they had azaleas, they had them grouped into different sections. Native azaleas, karumis, they had daggone crepe myrtle trees, they had them swamp magnolia, probably 40 foot tall, man. Had leaves on it the size of daggone tobacco leaves. When they fall and they turn brown, that's exactly what they look like. Huge trees. They had a thing over there. She had a thing called I don't know, Jacob's walking stick or something, but it was a tree that grew sideways, and the branches would grow down. It made sort of like little walking sticks. I mean, it's just fascinating stuff. They had a greenhouse with daggone jeepers, I can't think now. Too warm out here for me. But I mean, they had, about everything you could think of. Decorative grasses. They had a couple little ponds out there that kept koi in. It was a pretty place. And the pathways were about as wide as a driveway, so you could get a big old truck down there and haul dirt up in there or whatever. It was a great place, and there was a lot of stuff. But hopefully that slideshow will give you a little peek in my world down here.